It is an important visit, and firstly, it is an opportunity for the Prime Minister to play an important role in one of the global platforms. It's an invitation to Prime Minister from the Italian Prime Minister, and India has been selected as a partner for the G7 summit. The relationship with Italy is growing. Last year, it was elevated to what is called a strategic partnership. This high-level political engagement will continue to give direction to the relationship in the next years. The Italian local authorities have taken action to clean up the bust, the pedestal of the bust. We have requested them to locate those who are responsible and take action against them under the local law.
Has been made. Prime Minister Modi will be here. It would be his first overseas trip after being sworn in as the Prime Minister for the third time. How significant is this according to you?
So thank you for giving me this opportunity. It is an important visit, and firstly, it is an opportunity for the Prime Minister to play an important role in one of the global platforms. It also marks continuity because he had participated in the G7 summit last year. It gives an opportunity to the Prime Minister to also follow up on some of the key issues that we had in the G20 presidency, which he had chaired last year. And it's an invitation to Prime Minister from the Italian Prime Minister, and India has been selected as a partner for the G7 summit. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, India is the only Asian country to be selected as a partner. So it is an opportunity also to speak on some of the issues which are very important to the global south. So issues like food security, energy, clean technologies, AI, and other aspects, they will definitely be an important agenda item here for the Prime Minister to share his views and thoughts.
Ma'am, there have been high-level visits between both the countries. How do you see the relationship between India and Italy, and what can we expect further in Modi 3.0?
So the relationship with Italy is growing. Last year, it was elevated to what is called a strategic partnership. And I would like to highlight, 5 opportunities and areas where we can see more engagement. One is the political dialogue. The two leaders have met already 3 times. So this high-level political engagement will continue to give direction to the relationship in the next years. Secondly, defense and security will be an important pillar that we want to build. Here we are looking at cooperation in critical technologies. We are looking at linking the defense industries of the two countries, and also maritime cooperation. Italy has sent a couple of their ships to India in recent times as part of their focus on the Indo-Pacific. We have some more Italian ships coming to India this year, Navy ships. And Indian naval vessels also have been coming to this region. Thirdly, in trade and investment, we want to again move away from the traditional goods and services based interaction to something more contemporary to look at supply chains. Fourth, I would say, are the people-to-people ties. We have a big Indian diaspora here, but we do not have a very diverse group in terms of the fields they are working in. So we will be looking at mobility of professionals, researchers, students, and obviously the cultural ties between the two countries, which are very strong. The last one is, our strategic convergences and outlooks. Italy has been focusing more on the Indo-Pacific. They have joined some of the key strategic initiatives which India is leading, including IMEC, Global Biofuels Alliance, and ISA, IPOI, etc. India is also looking at more engagement with Europe. We have seen that in the last 5-6 years. And for us, Italy is a key partner because it is a very active member of the G7, and it's a highly industrialized country in Europe, which is very integrated with the European Union. So these are the 5 areas where I think you would see greater engagement and more direction from the visit of the Prime Minister for both sides.
Ma'am, Prime Minister Modi is also going to have a bilateral with the Italian Prime Minister. Will there be any bilateral agreements that would be signed during the visit?
You can definitely see some progress in the bilateral collaboration and agenda. So it would be very premature for me to mention, what are the outcomes of that meeting. But definitely, the high-level meeting itself is a big signal that the two leaders are invested in the relationship and the two countries want to elevate their cooperation in many domains.
Ma'am, Prime Minister Modi's visit comes at a time when there are 2 ongoing wars. We have Russia, Ukraine, we have Israel, Gaza. How much do you think this will be on the agenda?
So the G7 and the partners, will engage on a variety of issues. One is, of course, the key economic issues that are on the table right now, which include some of the ones that I mentioned earlier, food security, climate change, sustainable development, role of artificial intelligence, energy security, and other. These will be one set of issues. But obviously, because the meeting itself is taking in the midst of very key global and regional developments, they will also be on the agenda of the leaders. And India's position on many of these issues is well known, and the Prime Minister would be articulating his thoughts on how to address these issues.
Ma'am, just last question. There has been a news report of, the bust of Mahatma Gandhi statue being vandalized by some Khalistani extremists. We have seen the statement coming from the Foreign Secretary saying that we have taken up the matters. Where has this incident happened? If you can tell us more about that.
So the incident was in a town called Brindisi, which is in southern Italy. And but after that, the Italian local authorities have taken action to clean up the bust, the pedestal of the bust actually. And we have also taken up our concerns with them immediately. We have requested them to locate those who are responsible and take action against them under the local law.